right, good evening. So today, or now, I guess I'm doing the second part to yesterday's illustration. What I have here is it's an illustration I started yesterday, and then I did it all from scratch. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the rest of it, the shadows, the tones, and the highlights, and just everything else basically that gives this illustration more dimension. So I guess this is part 2 of that, and you can watch yesterday's part 1 if you want, and but I'll go ahead and finish this now. So let's go ahead and get started. So here we go. So what I have here is the character. I did several things on several layers here, and I'll do what I did yesterday. I went through every different part of the drawing one at a time, and then I did the color work. I'm gonna do that the same, except I'll be adding the tones and highlights that go along with this. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me hide all these other things. Let me start with this here, the backdrop of the cliffs and all that stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna make a new layer over this, and this is gonna have a clipping mask. Why did those colors disappear? That's really weird. That's strange. Okay, clipping mask, and new layer, and I'm gonna do a multiply, so it's a red. I'm doing a monochromatic color scheme on this, where all the colors are very similar, just in different tones. I'm gonna use the wash. Okay. Be a big wash. It's not multiply. It's turned on. Maybe it. Okay, so I'm gonna give these rocky areas a rough texture. I think I need a darker red. Let's see. Yeah, oh, this is way better. Let's see if I can do a clipping mask now. I don't know why this is disappearing. Okay, I'll just keep it multiply. I mean, a multiply regular. There you go. Something's glitching out of my layers, I think. Or maybe I'm doing something wrong, I don't know. Shave off some of these brush strokes that bled out. Normally I do a clipping mask to avoid any bleeding out of these lines or out of these colors, but for some reason that clipping mask is not working right now. So there must be something I'm doing right. I don't know. But whatever it is, there's always a different way, which is what I'm doing now. Just do it yourself. Like in I got okay. Let's see. I'm going to do another layer. It's gonna be a highlights. I'm gonna do some highlights. There's the inking pen or the studio pen with an overlay blending mode. So this part is gonna get direct light, so it'll receive a highlight. I seriously have to get music to this soundboard for meditational purposes. I keep saying that and I don't do it. I have to find something that's royalty free and it's not gonna get me in trouble. Something cool. Okay. Then what I'll do is I'll take the painting brush, I'll do the gouache again, and I will add some additional highlight near these edges. There we go. Can I do an overlay on this? Let's see. Maybe this at least would work. No, that's really weird. That is really weird. Something is up with this group. I don't know what's wrong with it. But the clipping mask is not working. There we go. So now I'm just going to remove this myself until I figure out what is wrong with the clipping mask switch. All right. Here I have this rocket that is in way out in the background. Let me add some tones to this too. I'll leave it as an overlay, that's fine. I wonder if the overlay works on this. Let's see. It does, or does it? No. You know, something is up here. Something is going on with this. I wonder if this has anything to do with it, this layer. No, I don't think so. Whatever. So I'm adding the highlights and the tones to this rocket. I'll add some highlights to this to make it look like it's a glossy rocket. Some shine. And then I'll do an overlay blending on this. And that kind of gives it some roughness too. It's kind of nice. And that is your rocket layer. Let's see what's next. We have this planet, whatever this planet is. So let's see, this is different because if there is lighting coming from above, I would assume that the planet being really far away and they're from the same sun, it is really weird. Every time I add a clipping mask, it just does something wacky with the colors. Really strange. You know, red, the reds. Okay. And then this, so the tone for this planet will be multiply blending mode. Multiply. And that's what bothers me about the blending mode acting strange right now, is that I'm unable to see the tones that I'm adding. Yeah, see, the only way I can see them is if I don't do the what do you call it? The clipping mask. Something's up. I don't know what it is. But I'll have to fix it. You know, whatever. Challenge. I bet there's something, there must be some weird thing going on here. And the answer is probably right underneath my, like literally underneath my nose, and I don't know what it is. I just don't see what's wrong with it. But there you go. There is a tone on that planet. And while I'm at it, let me go ahead and add a highlight with an overlay. Alright, so that's the planet, and then this. I thought I did put it in a group. There you go. Now we have our character or hero or main person here. Okay, the clipping mask has to work on this one. Yeah, see, it doesn't do anything to the character. I don't know, something is up. But whatever, the clipping mask is working here, so I'll take advantage of that. Multiply 50%. I'll use a red tone since I'm working with reds. Like a dark red. And let's do this. The light is coming from above. I thought I did 50%. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Darn. See that it's working fine. Some tones here. These are parts that are not receiving direct lighting, so they get a tone. Like that. This deserves a big shadow here. Cool. Maybe I'll extend this tone right here. Yeah. I forgot the helmet is on a separate group because there's glass on there. So I'll have to wait on that one. And let me soften it up with the gouache. Highlights. Clipping mask. Yeah, clipping mask is still working on this guy. Weird. Okay. Inking pen. Let's see. Direct lighting. So this, I just had like a raw idea. I think I kind of woke up with the idea and then it just stayed in my head for the entire day. What if I could draw this? I might have dreamt it. I don't know. I really don't know what gave me the idea to do this particular, really dark and twisted concept, but I did it. Liking it. Did I do it right? And then I'll use a gouache painting brush. Soften some of that up. There we go. That gives the character more definition, I think, which I think is kind of neat. It's not just flat colors anymore. And let's not forget the helmet. Let's see if the clipping mask works here. Yeah, no problems at all. Yes. No, wait, not multiply. You know, I think the glass could, I don't know. Let's see. I'll keep that, and then another for the highlight. White. Overlay. You don't see much of the highlight, but the top does need. Oh wait, is it a separate layer? Oh, it is. Whatever. Hey, Squishy Pal. Hello, how are you? Thanks for joining. Squishy Pal is a follower, from my understanding. Let's see. I'm going to do a overlay on this. Make it. I want to make it look like it's a glossy glass. There we go. We'll give it some shine at the bottom of the tone. There we go. I like that. All right, and then last but not least, there's this piece of the helmet at the top. Oops. I could use some highlight as well. Whoa. And that is meant to be a overlay, I said. Overlay. Oh, there we go. This is not working with me today. What the hell's going on? The clipping masks are not working. I'm having trouble choosing my brushes. Must be the water. Must be the water. Okay, so that's the character, and it's all in one group. Now let's talk about the foreground, the ground, and all that stuff. Okay. What was gonna be a lot of clipping masking here. I hope this one doesn't also go bonkers on me. New layer. And okay, so everything looks good still. And I will use the same red, the dark red for the toning. So I can start with that. Multiply. So I'm gonna use pure gouache for these tones. I don't think they need any hard edge tones. Maybe I don't use the gouache. Well, I mean, I can use it, but then I'll also use a rougher. I'll use a stucco to add texture to the ground. And then a smaller stucco here. Did I not lower the opacity? I did not. There you go. That makes more sense. This could use some highlight as well. So new layer, clipping mask with an overlay. And then I'll put emphasis on the little roundish little bumps here. And I need to do that here with the edge of the round as well. There we go. That's cool. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. I've been forgetting the tombstone. Let me go back to the tones because the tombstone can use some tones as well. Now the tombstone, around this detail here, I'm gonna do an inking, maybe not inking, dry ink. Let's try that. So because there's roughness to the edges on the dry ink. To make it look like it's engraved, the detail here, I'm going to, and it's gonna be a really small. Well, I don't know how small. Let's see. But because it's an engraving, I'm going to do a slight tone on parts of the engravement that is not getting light. That will be this, this, and right along here and right along there. Even these letters. Oh boy. It's a lot of information. A lot of detail. And I'll do the same with the highlight, but on the opposite side of the tone. And once I zoom out, you'll notice that there is an engraving effect. Like it's there, part of the cool. The letters can use that too. forgot this part here. Dun, right. Okay. That's interesting right there. All right. The sky. Oh man, that sky needs to be epic. Okay, so this is the foreground. The sky is gonna be all the way down here. I'm gonna keep, the back. Someone made a suggestion yesterday during the thing, the live session, that the sky should probably be dark. Oh, look at that. Oh, I see what's happening here. Something is up with these colors. They might have been no. Is it this? It must be this. It has to be this layer that's causing the color issues earlier. If I just do away with it, gone. Something is making my colors strange in the background. This is normal. Something is up. It's doing it to the. Because I'm noticing when I change this, so does everything else back there, and it's not supposed to be doing that. I feel like I have to figure this out. Oh, the planet is multiplied and it's not supposed to be. Okay, that's one of them. Normal. Okay. All right. So that takes care of that. How about? But see, that's these hills. It's normal. Oh, but that's fine. That one's actually okay. Alright, whatever. Oh, look at that rocket now. Now that rocket is kind of wonky looking. Let's fix the rocket. Oh, I did notice this earlier and I was wondering, why is this overlay? It should be normal. So now this could be multiply. Multiply with some, but now the opacity, the overlay on this doesn't look so good. Okay, well, I think this is kind of neat here. Let me mess around with the tones on this a little bit. Fix it. Well, let me do the highlights since I have a highlight color. Okay, the overlays are fine. It must be the what if I put this here? Okay. That actually looks pretty. That doesn't look too bad. I think I kind of like this. No, let me fix it. Okay. Multiply, but with a clipping mask. Yeah, see, the clipping masks are not working. That was weird. The keep wanting to. I keep clipping. That's what I need to do. Jeez. Wake up. What an interesting day today. What an interesting. And the cool thing is I can come home and do artwork and forget stuff. And for some reason the stuff is just glitching on me. Clearly I'm hitting bumps on my own here, but and I'm figuring them out now. But boy, was I stressing out earlier during this session. Like, what is wrong with my layers and my overlays and my clipping mask? We're all jacked up. But here we go. I'm beginning to see what the fixes need to be. Okay. Yes, the sky. That's what I need to do. All right. So I'm gonna remove the rough drawing now. I'm gonna focus on this layer here above the background color. That's where I'm gonna add some of the sky effects. And let's see. If I add a airbrush along the airbrush stroke over the horizon here. Okay, I'm on the wrong layer. Okay, now look, see, something is up with these cliffs, because when I try to do that, the cliffs light up, and they're not supposed to. This is not transparent, I don't think. Is it? And why can I not see the opacity control right now? Like I'm tapping right now. Oh, look at there. That's what it was. There was opacity in there. Holy crap, man. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Okay, well that solves a lot of things. All right. But now the color is too vibrant and I don't like that. So I'm gonna adjust the saturation. Yeah. I think that looks cool. All right. As we were with the sky. Stupid layers. These stupid layers. Okay. Problem solved. All right, let's move on. Opacity. No, overlay. I keep saying opacity. Man, I'm telling you, today is not. All right. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. That's too much. There we go. And then at the top, I'll do a multiply, dark maroon, brown, red. Multiply. Just to add more atmospheric effects on that. That's cool. And then what I'll do is, on top of that, I'll take one of my favorite brushes in here, and when I go to Luminance, the Luminance collection here, there's something called a light pen, which is kind of cool. And I'm gonna pick this color, and I'm just gonna add some patterns or some scattered stars. Maybe some that are shining through the helmet. There's this really cool brush in there too. It's called there's a nebula, and you can. I've used it on many illustrations, and if there was a nebula in here, probably be some red tone nebula. but it kind of creates like cloudy, gassy looking textures, and that's actually it looks cool if you're trying to do that for like this guy. You see that? It's kind of neat. Do a couple of them. That will give it like a space sky, almost like a galactic effect. Different galaxies up there. And all right, now right now what I'm noticing is that the rocket looks like it's a tiny miniature rocket that's right behind him, and that these cliffs that are supposed to be far away are this just like a bunch of pointy rocks right next to him. So what I'm gonna do is in the foreground is the foreground. I'll leave that alone, but the fact that these that the cliffs and the rocket are too sharp looking, I feel like they need to be kind of faded or blurry so that they look further away. So what I'm gonna do is here's the rocket group. If I duplicate this now, and I have two, I'll keep the original preserved, but I'll hide it. And then this one, I'm gonna merge it. I'm gonna flatten it so it's one, so it's not a group anymore. Again, I still have the original, but this one is merged together. And what I'll do is I'll go to the adjustments here, and I'm gonna do what's called a Gaussian blur. And if I move my finger up a certain direction, I can kind of blur it, not too much. And I can do the same with the rocky cliffs, so I can duplicate that layer, hide the original, flatten this one. So now they're in one layer. And I'm going to look at this. All the residue from the time I tried to fix the... Oh man, this is terrible. From the time that I was trying to fix the... figure out the clipping mask issues. Stupid layers. Maybe when I blur it, they'll go away. Let's see. Okay. Adjustments, Gaussian blur. There you go. And that gives it the illusion that those things are further away. And I think for the clips, if I do a blending mode, I kind of like that they're bright right now. Like that. What if I oh, that's kind of cool. And then I'll make it more see-through and transparent. All that highlight and and tone for nothing, but whatever. I like this is coming out cool. And then the rocket too. Maybe if I so there we go. So now it looks like they're further away. And everything else here is just closer to us. I feel like there's a dead expression on the character. As I was doing the toning and highlight earlier, I think I want to make some change, just a small little, not changes, but addition to the character. Behind the helmet and over the character's outline, I'm gonna do like a blue. And for this is gonna look well if I use an inking studio pen, the regular inking pen. And I can draw, tears. But if I lower the opacity so it's see-through, and it looks like tears. it wouldn't drip down, right? It would stay in there. But maybe I don't draw that. He's a sad character. He's really sad. The story behind this is really no story. I'll let you. I mentioned in yesterday's session. I'll let you think about what came about this story. It's kind of a morbid, twisted story. I mean, well, not the story, but the composition is kind of, sad. But I don't have an actual story. It was just kind of an idea that I kind of woke up with. But I'll let the spectator. I'm trying to see if I can add a blending mode with this color. I like to let the spectator, come up with their own. So that's kind of cool, but that's no good. The overlay with the blue it looks kind of cool. If I make it less visible. Oh, I love this. This is nice. Okay. So yeah, so whatever you make of this, whatever story you create as you look at it, I'm pretty sure that's the story. I don't like to just tell people what it is or why I did this or whatever. I like to let people look at it and then interact with it, think about it, share it with somebody, and then what do you think happened? What's the story here? Think, talk creatively, and discuss. Get the public engaged in artistic discussions. And I'll sign off on this now. And I'm going to share this on my Instagram later, so everyone can see it. Ta-da. There you go. That was cool. And what a challenge, though. I didn't have any problems yesterday. I didn't finish it yesterday because I needed to go out for a walk. But man, today my layers were weird. Or it was probably just me, of course, because I'm the one creating this stuff. But excuse me. But I got through it. It's done. I think it's done, and I like it. So I hope you like it too. Well, thanks for joining me tonight, and thanks for watching whenever you watch. It was fun. I feel good, and I feel happy with this, and it's been a pleasure entertaining you today. Alrighty, well, have a great night, and until next time, stay safe. Alright, this deserves an applause. Alright, have a great night.